All right, everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for tomorrow. And to all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. And to all the subscribers, welcome back. Before we jump into this chart, I just want to go ahead and quickly announce to everyone, because this is something that I have been emphasizing, but a lot of new time investors or first time viewers are coming across the channel. And yes, you're looking for the chart analysis, but this is what happens in a lot of the videos, and you guys are leaving money on the table, guys. This second half of the video is where the money's at. I've done it endless times with Pindual Duo, sitting at 124, ran up to 147 in just 5 days. Charge point at $19, and in just a few days, it ran up to 32. And Skills at 14, 15, and then we talked about it again at 12. I wanted to emphasize it, and it ran up 19 plus, right? So we've done it countless times. Now, not every single time I talk about a stock towards the end of the video means that it's guaranteed to go up, but I share with you guys new opportunities, and this is where the money's at. Yes, you're here for the chart analysis. I get it. I can't blame you. I understand you. If I was watching a video myself or watching one of my own videos, I'm just looking for the chart analysis. I only care about the stocks I'm invested in and move on. I get it. But in this channel, I make chart analysis out of gratitude, and I add on towards the second half of the video new opportunities, and this is where the money's at. Now, not only do I talk about the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list, but I also discuss, as you see on the screen, the ticker symbols I mention over in the morning over at the Discord, guys. Every single morning, I mention the stocks I'm watching, and if that's something that interests you, the link to the Discord is down below. Slots are filling up pretty quickly, and we have a community of 100 plus members already, all looking to learn and grow together. Smart, intelligent investors, all focusing on the same goal, to maximize profits and minimize losses. And if that's something that you're interested in and you want to become a part of, as you can see on the screen, the different opportunities that have presented themselves in the last several weeks, you're more than welcome to join us, and we look forward to having you join us. Let's jump into this chart and stay tuned on in. All I'm asking for is 3 to 5 more minutes of your time right after this chart analysis to talk about the stocks I mentioned in the morning, as well as the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list. With ticker symbol Prpo, Precipio Inc. And as we see this chart, I want to talk about some things, and we're going to dive right into it. So the first thing is, this is why chasing these stocks sometimes after they've ran is dangerous, right? Super risky. So it ran the day before, and the next day it kind of jumped up. No one really knew that that could happen. I know there was some momentum. I stated it in yesterday's video, but no one knew how far it could go, and it just collapsed. Now, this could have been a healthy pullback and then consolidation, or a real beginning of another pullback, right? Because this is pretty big what's going on with this stock. This stock could have momentum built into it at some point. As we could see, it dipped, hit a low of 402 and hit a high again of 575. So there's some important things going on here with this stock and volatility, but the lower it goes, the higher the chances are that it's going to continue to pull back, and at some point it'll hit a floor. It seems like this might have been a floor, but now we have to watch going into tomorrow if this consolidates a little bit above it or pulls right back down to it, like this happened right here. It looked like it was coming back up, and then it pulled down even further. So Prpo, for those that did not catch it here, this is what happens to investors all the time, and I talk about it over at the Patreon, that you want to be aware of these things. You don't want to chase stocks. We trade penny stocks. We do not hold them. And a lot of investors say, oh, well, it ran. Now I'm catching the dip. I'm catching at a great buy. And now they think of holding. And yes, whoever got lucky, they saw it go up. And some people right now are still holding in the hopes that it's going to run even more. Now, I'm not saying it can't run even more, but I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware that these stocks that run up like this, it tends to be a one-time thing, and then it takes a while for it to happen again, unless it's a multi-day runner. Right now, it's not a multi-day runner. It just ran one day. The next day, it kind of built some momentum, and then it collapsed. And it's been collapsing since. And we're still down compared to those highs. So we'll have to see. I'm not here bashing the stock or anything like that. I am here talking the truth, and that's what I always try to do to the best of my knowledge. Share my opinion and the truth about these stocks, that a lot of investors, you're watching it dip and you think that this could run again. And I stated it in yesterday's post when I was talking, and I stated it's a lot easier to say, you know, this looks like a great entry than entering up here, because the chances of it going any higher are not as high, and the chances of it going lower are a lot higher. So when you look at it, that's what basically happened. Now from right here, the chances are now 50-50, because you're kind of in the middle. You're in the middle of the high, you're in the middle of the low. But always when momentum's already been collapsing, it's a lot harder for it to push upwards. Just something that I've noticed over time in the stock market. But I'm not saying that this can't build momentum again, because this stock's news and the reason for its momentum is pretty impressive, and it's going to make a change on the way testing for COVID-19 is done. So that is something that's interesting. So here we are seeing it sit at 501, and the 50-day moving average is 527. Anything below it is bearish, anything above it is bullish. Our lowest point of the day here is 405. If that gets crossed, you want to watch this carefully. This could be on its way down to newer lows and pulling further away from the 50-day moving average. And the highest point reached, which is truly what the bulls need to break through, and we are in bearish territory, they need to break through the 50-day moving average, and then up here at 574, guys. 574 needs to be turned into a support so that the bulls can pull upwards away from the 50-day moving average to reach newer highs, new resistance levels, and work their way up deeper into bullish territory. As always, if you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe, click on the bell so you don't miss a single video that I post, and share this with your friends and community so that they are aware of this insight as well. Don't forget to smash the like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel. And for those of you that want to know what stocks I watch daily or weekly, you're more than welcome to check out the links down below. Stay tuned on in. All I'm asking for is 3 to 5 more minutes of your time. I have a ticker symbol for you guys that you won't want to miss. So the ticker symbol I have for you guys today is one that's been beaten down pretty bad after earnings, and it has to do with the sector of the chip shortages, and also it could benefit a little bit about obviously using their capacity of their chips for Bitcoin mining and stuff like that. And not only that, they've become a leader in the semiconductor companies and the sector overall. And this ticker symbol has analysis ratings upgrading it while it's going down, which I find very interesting. So this is definitely one you want to have on your watch list moving forward if you don't have it already. But before we do talk about this ticker symbol, I want you guys to see here today's home run. It actually gave slightly above 20% after hitting that low and then bouncing up, and it was a little bit after I mentioned it. It was CHMA. It had jumped this morning and it was sitting sideways because it confirmed it was having a merger that was going to be definitive, and it was an agreement that was being acquired. This company's being acquired by another one, and it was going to do an all stock combination, which was going to create some catalyst, right? And we were seeing it right at 398. That's the point I started watching it. And this stock right here, because I do want to be transparent, BHAT did not do much for us. This didn't really move at all in the upside since I mentioned it. And BLRX gave us our regular expectation of 5 to 10%, right? Gave us close to about 5 to 6% on the day on one of the dips and run. But this was the home run of the day, CHMA. And let's go ahead here and look at that chart. So I mentioned it a little bit early on. It was about to start the day and it ran up a little bit, pulled back, and it was sitting close to 398 when I mentioned it. You could see it's kind of flat for the day after all its movement and volatility, because it's actually sitting at around 396 earlier this afternoon when I went ahead and did this screenshot. But this was the best entry here, close to 368. It dipped a little bit in the morning and it was a little confusing. That's why some of these stocks, you have to watch them. You have to see how they're reacting in their weakness or strength. And it pulled back and it ran up, the highest point giving 21 to 22%, 20% plus on the day. And anything beyond 20% is a home run for the day. It pulled back again and it got close to those numbers again. So regardless, there was 2 chances there within that to give anywhere between 5 to 20% for the day. This was our home run of the day. And if this is something that interests you, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description. Let's talk about the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list. And this ticker symbol here has had a beat down, okay? And it is AMD, okay? Advanced Micro Devices Inc. Now, could this beat down continue? That's the big question. We need to watch it carefully And something I'm noticing is some important supports here close to $74, $73. That's something I would watch carefully. It had a nice run. After that beat down, came back up, came back down to 75 and ran up to 89. So it's been moving, right, in the last month and a half. Now towards earnings, it went ahead, it took itself up, and then now it just has collapsed. So it hit a low here of 77 and brought itself back up to 79. So it only jumped about $2 since the most recent low after earnings. But this stock has been beaten down for some time now, and $74, $73 are quite important. But this stock, what we want to look for really moving forward is either consolidating strength or a real pullback that actually pulls it down even further. Now, analysis ratings, as this has been going on, and even this pullback here, have been upgrading their whole entire analysis ratings overall. Like, people were saying $95 was one of them, just giving you guys an example of one of the analysis ratings upgrades, and they said 105. Someone else was saying like 92, and now they're saying 100. So there are boosts here, and there's more analysis ratings inclined to the buying side than the selling side, but these pressures are on right now. Then also the worries and fear and uncertainty with inflation, and this has to do with tech, and then also the chip shortages. So when all of this is combined, this is an opportunity to watch this stock like a hawk and strike for the best opportunities as they come, or if they are right before us. So do your research, do your due diligence, and look up more information on AMD so you can make a rational decision as an investor. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.